This man's sausage stand made people act strange. In 1993, in the small town of Red Creek, Missouri, a man named Eddie Branson opened a tiny roadside food stand called Eddie's Hot Grill. It wasn't anything special to look at. There were no bright lights, no fancy tables, and no printed menu. Just a small wooden building beside an old highway and a hand-painted sign hanging above the window. The sign said, "One bite and you'll come back." At first, people laughed at it, but Eddie wasn't joking. During the first week, only a few locals stopped to buy food. By the second week, cars were waiting on the side of the road. By the end of the month, people were driving from nearby towns just to try one of Eddie's sausages. And soon, something strange started happening. People weren't simply saying the food tasted good. They were becoming obsessed with it. Some customers came every day. Others came twice a day. People started talking about the stand everywhere. But Eddie himself was strange. He worked completely alone. He never hired anyone. He never allowed customers inside the building, and he rarely spoke. He would cook the sausage, place it inside a soft bun, add his homemade sauce, and hand it through the window. Then he would smile. Sometimes he would wink and say, "Just give it a minute." Most people thought it was part of the joke, until customers started describing how the food made them feel. Some said they suddenly felt extremely happy. Others said they felt more confident. Several couples claimed they felt unusually romantic after eating there. One local woman even joked during a radio interview that Eddie's sausages had saved her marriage. After that interview, business exploded. Couples began visiting the stand together. Some people even started calling Eddie's food the love sausage, but not everyone thought it was funny. Soon, the county health department received complaints. Inspectors visited Eddie's stand, but every time they arrived, everything looked normal. The meat was stored correctly, the cooking area was clean, the refrigerator worked, nothing illegal was found. Still, officials remained suspicious. They attempted to temporarily close the business twice, but both times the complaints were suddenly withdrawn. Customers who had reported Eddie changed their stories. Some even claimed they had never complained at all. Eddie's business continued, and the lines became even longer. Then one Saturday night, everything changed. A family living about 20 minutes away ordered several sausages from Eddie's stand. Their 17-year-old son, Tyler, ate 4 of them in less than an hour. At first, he seemed normal. Then he started acting strangely. His parents said he became extremely excited and started talking very fast. A few minutes later, he walked into the backyard. He began talking to an old garden tractor as if it were a person. Then, according to the police report, Tyler announced that he was in love with it. His parents called the police. The story quickly reached Sheriff Harold Vance. This time, he decided to investigate personally. Early Monday morning, deputies arrived with a search warrant. Eddie was inside preparing food. According to witnesses, he didn't argue. He simply stepped away from the grill and said, "You probably won't understand." Deputies searched the entire building. At first, they found nothing unusual. There were boxes of buns, coolers filled with meat, cooking oil. Everything looked completely normal. Then one deputy noticed something. Cold air was coming from behind a large metal storage shelf. They moved it. Behind the shelf was a wooden wall, but one part of the wall sounded hollow. Behind it was a narrow storage space. Inside were several small glass bottles. Each bottle contained a thick, clear liquid. There were no labels, no company names, no instructions, nothing showing where the liquid came from. There was also a small measuring spoon and several empty containers. Police immediately sent the bottles to a laboratory. A few days later, the results came back. The liquid reportedly contained traces of chemicals similar to ingredients once used in old-fashioned romantic tonics and aphrodisiac mixtures. But investigators couldn't identify exactly who had made it, and Eddie refused to explain where he got it. Authorities suspected he had been adding small amounts of the liquid to his sauce. The next morning, Eddie's hot grill was closed by court order. During the hearing, Eddie sat quietly while officials explained the evidence. Then the judge asked him one question: why had he done it? Eddie smiled. He said, "People came to me unhappy. They left smiling. I thought I was helping." For years, the small wooden building remained beside the highway. People still stopped sometimes just to take pictures. But Eddie's Hot Grill never opened again. And according to locals, after it closed, Red Creek became a much quieter town. Although every few years, someone would claim they still had one of Eddie's original bottles hidden somewhere. Nobody ever proved it, and maybe that was for the best.